today there are tens of thousands of marketing technology platforms and systems that are out there, and many enterprise organizations have dozens of them. And that makes it really challenging when all of them have their own data layer and their own place where you are building audiences and, for targeting within these channels. And you can't take one audience in one platform to another system. You can try to recreate the same audience there, but they're built on different data foundations. And that means either the data's not in sync everywhere, there could be time delays, the way it's represented at each of those systems is very different. So it really makes it hard for a marketer to do anything cross-channel and talk to their customers and prospects in a way that's cohesive across the different touch points and edges that they interact with their customers on. So enter the data warehouse the cloud data warehouse in particular, as an option. And what we saw early on were marketing analytics teams actually and data science teams using warehouses because the interface to interact with these warehouses is SQL. It's literally a different language than, what many marketers are working in, building their campaigns in. So this SQL-based data warehouse was a great place for some of these data scientists and marketing analytics teams to build a single view of their customer, build the reporting on top of that single view of the customer, and put them in dashboards and reports is like one use case. And the other is to do predictive analytics and try to tell what's going to happen next in forecasting, either at the individual customer level or at the aggregate level or somewhere in between with cohorts and segments. And I think one of the most powerful insights that, Chris and David had, our two co-founders, was, well, what if you could use the same data that you're using for your reports and your dashboards and things to actually activate that data in the form of an audience to the channels where you actually need to use those audiences for targeting and to, launch your campaigns. And that insight kind of gave the warehouse a place in the martech stack. It wasn't about kind of, hey, how do we take the raw data that's there and just start making copies of it to all of these different systems that are out there and keep all the data layers intact? I think it was very savvy to say, why don't we just factor out the things that are common across all of them into this technology that's literally built to store data securely and at scale and make it accessible to everyone, called the data warehouse. Why don't we factor all that stuff that's common across the channels out into that place where teams are already investing money for these analytics and data science workloads, and build a better way for marketers to interact with it.